afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. Susan is back. Welcome to you.
Hi, good to see you. Good to be back. And I want to thank Charlotte and Eric, by the way, for helping me out while I was gone. Back to the frozen tundra.
Yeah, you came back. Amanda helped out too. She was here one day.
And Amanda as well. You know, in a moment like this, you really need your friends around you. So I'm so grateful for everybody's support. My dad was in the hospital for a little while. Not COVID related, thank goodness. But everything, he's doing well, and everything is fine. So it's good to be back. So thanks to everybody for all their help.
Our thoughts are with your dad, and we welcome you back. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Here's what's making news on this Monday. Dane County public health officials have released a new emergency order in response to the pandemic, but some restrictions are being eased.
Wisconsin is making up ground in the race to vaccinate its population against COVID-19. We'll share an update on how many people have been vaccinated across the state.
And we're just hours away from the start of the second impeachment trial against former President Donald Trump. We'll update you from Washington. Let's take a look outside. I don't know if we really want to. Boy, it's quite a stretch we got going here. It is frigid. That's the only way to sum it up. And Dana's in the backyard without a hat on.
Oh, I mean, I've got a lot of hair. Like this, it's kind of like a scarf. It works out.
Welcome
back, Susan. It's so great to see you back.
She's thanks, Dana.
Of course, our ray of sunshine, our little bit of warmth coming through with your smile, and we will take that right now because it's pretty cold out here on the patio. A cloudy sky currently, and it is flurrying for us right now. These flurries likely continuing on for the next few hours. We're at 5 degrees in Madison, and at this point, man, once you get below 5, it kind of just all feels the same to me. We're expecting these wind chills to continue to drop for us overnight. We have wind chill advisories in effect overnight and through mid-Tuesday morning. You can see this covers all of southern Wisconsin into areas north and south. Right now we're at 5 in Madison, 7 in Janesville, and the same goes for Mineral Point at 7 right now. Wind chills just below zero for some folks, others staying just above 0, but it is quite chilly outside. That trend just continues on for the rest of the week. These flurries, though, again, only lasting for the next few hours. Overnight, skies will become mostly clear. We still have alert days in the forecast for the work week and into next weekend due to these cold temperatures and cold wind chills. As far as the roads are concerned right now, things look pretty good east and westbound along the Beltline. Downtown Madison, a few stop-and-go spots, but no accidents to report in Dane County. And as we look down in Rock County and Janesville, things do look smooth right now. From Janesville to the Beltline, 26 minutes, 17 minutes from Sauk City to Middleton, and some Prairie to downtown, 9 minutes this evening. We will take a closer look at the temperatures for the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
Right. We'll see you then. Thank you, Dana. Stay in touch with News 3 Now. The weather team by downloading the Channel 3000 Weather app. It's free in your app store. Just do a search for Channel 3000 Weather. Dane County health officials are easing restrictions on gatherings and activities this week.
A new public health emergency order goes into effect Wednesday. Brady Mallory joins us now with some of the changes that we'll see. Brady?
Well, both indoor and outdoor gathering limits will increase under the new order. Now, the size depends on whether or not food will be served. Indoor gatherings offering refreshments are limited to 25 people, while those not doing so cap at 50. Same thing goes for outside, where 100 people can meet up at an event offering refreshments, 150 guests for those without. Another big change deals with sports. Games and competitions are allowed under the new order.
From the very beginning, our orders have been based in data and in science, and that continues today with this new order as we allow more activities to take place.
Sports that cannot maintain physical distancing at all times are limited to 25 people inside, 100 people outside. Anyone participating in a sports event outdoors, including practices, must wear a mask unless the sport is played individually or allows physical distancing to be met at all times. The new order comes as the number of new COVID-19 cases continues to go down in Dane County. About 11% of Dane County residents have also received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. We'll have more on the changes coming this week tonight at 5.
Brady, we'll see you then. Thank you. In the last day, only 3,100 people were vaccinated for COVID-19 across the state. The good news, the number of people with COVID-19 continues to drop dramatically. Only 543 people tested positive since yesterday. One person has died. Wisconsin is making strides when it comes to administering the COVID-19 vaccine.
According to new data released by the CDC, Wisconsin is now the 18th highest state in total number of vaccines administered. Our Jamie Perez shares how that's impacting us locally. Jamie?
All right, well, this is good news for Wisconsin, considering that just a couple of weeks ago, we were criticized for our slow rollout of the vaccine, and a lot of vaccine clinics here said that they're seeing the same thing locally. Today, I spoke with the vice president of pharmacy services at SSM Health. He says they're all booked up on their appointments, and they're administering thousands of vaccines per day at a handful of locations. SSM Health now has 18 vaccination sites alone. In December, they only had 3. So he believes that if we keep these efforts up, Wisconsin will be headed in the right direction.
CDC said a few weeks ago, states that administer more vaccines will be allocated more vaccines. It's basically it's a way to reward states for having a good, efficient process.
He also said that as more people see others getting vaccinated, it's actually been encouraging more people to sign up to get their own appointments. Now, coming up tonight at 5, we're going to take a look at how Wisconsin's numbers compare to other states, plus what health officials say still needs to be done to get us just a notch above.
Jamie, thank you. Fewer people are going to the hospital because of coronavirus, but the U.S. death rate keeps climbing. Officials are keeping an eye on the stats following the Super Bowl, following reports of large parties. New variants first detected in the U.K., South Africa, and Brazil are spreading across the country, with the strain found in the U.K. moving the fastest. But Dr. Fauci and others say the good news is that the current vaccines are effective against the variants.
We have yet to control this pandemic. We really need to keep all of the mitigation measures at play here.
Indoor church services resumed again yesterday in California following a Supreme Court ruling. Restaurants, gyms, museums, and movie theaters in Massachusetts increased capacity to 40% today. Indoor dining at reduced capacity starts in New York City on Friday, and the city's public middle school buildings reopen later this month. It's been nearly a month since the House voted to impeach now former President Trump for a second time, and tomorrow the Senate trial will get underway.
The former president's legal team has filed its legal brief laying out their case against the lone article of incitement of insurrection in connection to the deadly January 6th storming of the U.S. Capitol. Natalie Brand reports from Capitol Hill, where Senate leaders are close to an agreement on the impeachment trial rules.
Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says Senate leaders are close to finalizing an agreement that will establish the rules of the historic second impeachment trial of former President Trump.
It's going to ensure a fair Senate impeachment, allowing for truth and accountability.
Sources tell CBS News trial arguments from House managers and Mr. Trump's legal team will begin Wednesday, with both sides getting up to 16 hours each. At the House managers' request, the Senate may debate and vote on whether to allow witnesses. The former president's counsel requested the trial proceedings end on Friday evening before the Jewish Sabbath and resume Sunday afternoon. Several Senate Republicans have argued an impeachment trial against a former president is not constitutional. Lawmakers are expected to debate and vote on that issue Tuesday.
We've never impeached a president once they're out of office. I think this is a very bad idea.
In a newly filed brief, the former president's legal team also makes that argument, saying the trial would be nothing more nor less than the trial of a private citizen by a legislative body. But Democrats and a number of legal scholars believe Congress does have the authority to move forward with the trial.
I don't think our job ends just because the president has left office, in part because impeachment comes not only with a provision to remove an official from office, but to disqualify them for future office.
Mr. Trump's team also claims he was afforded no due process. House managers disagree, responding in their own brief, saying the former president rejected the opportunity to testify voluntarily under oath. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And the White House press secretary told reporters today that President Biden will not spend too much time watching the proceedings.
The lawyer for the 16-year-old boy accused of killing a Fitchburg teenager is asking for the judge to lower his bail. Mygie Sanders is charged with first-degree intentional homicide for shooting and killing Shay Watson in 2019. Today, appearing by video, Sanders' lawyer asked for bail to be lowered, but the judge denied that request. The judge says the case is too serious and believes that Sanders would flee if he was released. A future court date has not yet been set. A Columbus woman has been arrested for allegedly trying to hire someone to commit murder. 37-year-old Kelly Harper was arrested Friday. The criminal complaint says from October to December, Harper used a murder-for-hire site on the dark web to hire someone to kill someone. Harper allegedly even provided a description of the intended victim and other personal information. She is in the Dane County Jail awaiting an appearance in court. If convicted, she faces up to 10 years in federal prison.
A desperate search for survivors is underway after a glacier broke in northern India, triggering a massive flood. At least 18 people are dead and more than 160 are still missing. A chunk of glacier broke off in the Himalayas yesterday, sending a flash flood barreling down the mountainside, crashing through a dam. Authorities scrambled to evacuate villages after the violent surge wiped out one hydroelectric plant and damaged another. Emergency crews managed to rescue 16 workers from a muddy trench, but a massive operation is still underway to find dozens more trapped in a tunnel that stretches more than a mile. Authorities are searching for bodies downstream and fear the death toll from this disaster will rise substantially. Well, as we just mentioned, former President Donald Trump's second impeachment trial gets underway tomorrow.
When we come back, we'll talk with a political scientist from Madison College about what to watch for and the implications for Trump. That's when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Thanks for voting All Comfort Services Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2020, and thanks to our entire All Comfort team who's eager to help our customers and provide them with a consistently remarkable experience. All Comfort Services, we're here to make all of your home more comfortable.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C because my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body to release it, lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Normally, this is the time of year my team would get to meet a lot of you at all the area home shows. But since we can't do that this year, we'd like to take our exhibit on the road and safely and responsibly show you why now is the perfect time to replace your gutters with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. They're guaranteed to never clog, so you can keep that ladder in the garage where it belongs. If you ever have an issue, my team will come out and take care of it for free.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love it. And right now, get our home show special. Get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter purchase. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross. It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. 4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
All Comfort Services is the area's most trusted heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical company. Don't forget to nominate All Comfort Services Madison Magazine's Best 2021 Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical Company at allcomfortservices.com today.
More than 28,000 grocery workers have tested positive or been exposed to COVID-19.
Grocery workers are deemed essential, but hazard pay for many of them ended months ago. When Long Beach passed a mandate for hazard pay late last month, requiring chain grocery stores to pay $4 an hour more for 120 days, parent company Kroger announced they were closing 2 of their stores in the area. The reason? The stores couldn't afford to stay open. Well, according to financial records, Kroger, the largest grocery chain in the country, earned twice as much last year as the previous year. The Hero Pay ordinance has also prompted a lawsuit from the California Grocers Association. Ron Fong is the group's president.
You know, the one thing that we do agree with is that our employees are our heroes. However, it is really unprecedented to have a city council demand what businesses should do with their wages.
Fong says grocers should decide if they want to give employees hazard pay, and says some have. Kroger's has given some employees gift cards to spend in its company stores, but employees say they're inconsistent and insufficient to hazard pay. In a statement, Kroger says this ordinance unfairly targets big chain supermarkets. The union that represents local employees in the district says in the last year, more than 1,800 workers have fallen ill from COVID-19. Stocks continue to climb on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials added 237 points, closing at 31,385. The Nasdaq was up 131 points, and the S&P 500 gained 28. That's a 6-day winning streak, its longest since August. It's also a record high close. It's the start of a key week in Washington, D.C.
The Senate, as we mentioned, is preparing for the second impeachment trial of now former President Donald Trump, which begins tomorrow.
What can we expect? Maurice Shepard is a political science instructor at Madison College. Maurice joins us now. Welcome back to Live at 4.
Hi, Maurice. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So some Republicans are saying that this is unconstitutional to impeach a president after they're out of office. What do you think?
Well, it's constitutional, but this is novel. It has never been tried before. Well, a couple of things are novel. One, that former President Trump is the only president now to be impeached twice, and that's important to note because he has been impeached again in the House of Representatives. Now we move to the second phase, which is the Senate impeachment trial, and this is novel again. It hasn't happened before. There's nothing in the Constitution that prohibits it, but because it's new, some people are skeptical.
A 2/3 majority would be needed in order to reach a conviction, and that means that 17 Republicans would have to side with Democrats to make that happen. How high a hurdle do you think that is?
It's a very high hurdle. It's the probability of it occurring is it's very high. Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky, earlier asked for a procedural vote just to ask the members of the Senate how many thought, again, having a Senate impeachment trial of an ex-president, if that is actually constitutional. 45 indicated that it was not constitutional. They did not believe it was constitutional. So that gives a strong indication that it's probably not that they will not receive the 2/3 once again votes, reach that threshold to actually convict former President Trump.
There were no witnesses at his first trial, and some Democrats are pushing for witnesses in this trial. How important is that?
This trial is very it's different from the first trial. For the first impeachment trial of now ex-President Trump, one, he was president, now he is not president, and also the presiding official will not be the Chief Justice. It will instead be the President Pro Tem of the Senate. And also, this is on the fast track. Unlike the very first impeachment trial, there were a number of witnesses. There were many committee meetings prior to not only, once again, the formal impeachment vote in the House, but also the Senate impeachment trial. That did not happen. This is, I think, on the fast track. I think the first impeachment trial lasted about 2 weeks or so. I think this one may go half that time.
Do you think the former president will testify?
No, he will not. He will not. No, it will not happen.
That's a nice short answer.
Yeah.
We are out of time. That comes at the right time. It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks in Washington, that's for sure, Maurice. We'll all be watching. Thanks for being with us today.
Good to see you, Maurice. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Well, still to come at 4, it's too cold to go anywhere, so what's on TV?
And film critic Will Loper tells us what to watch and what to skip. Coming up after Dana's frigid forecast.
We're transforming our annual Toto's Gala into Dane County Humane Society's centennial celebration. We're bringing the animals, cocktails, and success stories right into your home. To reserve your place, visit giveshelter.org.
We are the Thrivers. Women with metastatic breast cancer, standing in the struggle, hustling through the hurt, asking for science, not sorries. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant or a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor. Kisqali is the only treatment in its class with proven overall survival results in 2 clinical trials, helping women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali was also significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. It's our time to continue to shine because we are the Thrivers. Ask your doctor about Kisqali, the only treatment in its class proven to help women live longer in 2 clinical trials.
Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness is a place where you can relax, be pampered, and revitalize your life in a safe and tranquil environment. Our guests' safety and comfort is our top priority. Revitalize yourself at Needed Relief today and give the gift of wellness to those you love with a Needed Relief gift card, available now online. It's exactly what we all need. Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness, Madison's world-class wellness spa.
About 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
We're transforming our annual Toto's Gala into Dane County Humane Society's centennial celebration. We're bringing the animals, cocktails, and success stories right into your home. To reserve your place, visit giveshelter.org.
Take a look at this. Watching as an Ohio middle school custodian nails a half-court shot with his back turned. No one was around to witness Joe Orian's amazing trick shot, but after the school's principal pulled their surveillance and posted it to Twitter, this hardworking custodial's hoop dream shot that is cleaning up on social media. That's pretty good.
Pretty smooth.
And then he just goes on his way.
He just goes on. He's got other things to worry about.
He's got it clean.
Very cool.
Well, speaking of cool, the weather sure is.
Y'all, step outside right now. It's a little chilly for us currently. We actually have some tulips at least painted into the snow out on the backyard patio, if you guys didn't see those behind me earlier. So we're trying to make it a little springy out there.
Good luck.
Good luck every little bit, really. Now, we do have some cold temperatures in the forecast as we look ahead through the next 10 days. Several alert days on the way for us. We'll take a look at what's ahead right after the break.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Every new smile starts at Aspen Dental with custom-crafted dentures made in our on-site labs and ready in as little as a day. We give you unparalleled safety at every visit, natural-looking results you'll love, and options for every budget. Now, during our Everyday Smiles event, get new dentures for as low as $29 per month per arch with 60 months financing. Find every reason to smile every day at Aspen Dental. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book today at aspendental.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it was quite cold outside this weekend. I'm sure if you spent any long period of time outdoors, you certainly felt it. Hopefully you had all of the layers on, kept everything wrapped up, because we're starting to get into that area where, especially early in the morning, any exposed skin for a long period of time gets very dangerous for us. Now, we have alert days in the forecast for the rest of the week and through the weekend, even into the start of next week, just as a nice friendly reminder that if you are going to go outside, just be careful. Again, make sure you've got the gloves, hat, and coat all nice and layered up. We do have some flurries right now outside. Those flurries coming to an end in the next few hours, and then the skies will become mostly clear overnight. Our wind chills will stay below 0 during the day and overnight, again, through the week and into the weekend, so our pattern really continuing on for us right now. Overall, radar pretty quiet for much of the state. We have had some lighter snow well to the south, and those flurries currently coming down in Madison. Not enough that we're really picking it up on our radar, but that's all clearing out, and then that cloud coverage is going to clear out along with it. We do have wind chill advisories in effect for tonight and through much of the morning tomorrow as those temperatures really drop, and our wind chills will drop quite a bit for early tomorrow morning. I would certainly try to recommend if you can let the pets out really quickly and bring them back inside early in the day tomorrow. That would probably be for the best. I don't know if it's great walkie weather. My good news, I don't have a lot of it, but try to find it in this. Our temperatures in the last 24 hours have warmed up just a little bit. About a 5-degree jump for us in Mineral Point and Madison. That puts us at 7 degrees in Mineral Point right now. And 4 in Madison, 6 in Monroe, and about 9 right now in Boscobel. But wind chills again below 0 for parts of our area. About 5 below for the Dells, 3 below in Lone Rock. Now, we still have a mostly cloudy sky. Overnight, that's going to gradually become mostly clear. We'll start off your Tuesday with temperatures in the 10 to 15 degrees below 0 range. Wind chills will be well cooler than that, much cooler than that. So that wind chill advisory in effect for tomorrow morning. For tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures will be in the single digit with wind chill staying below 0 during the day. We fall back below 0 again for early on Wednesday, and for Wednesday afternoon, plan on high temperatures back in the single digits. Could see some areas get a little close to 10 degrees, at least into that double-digit territory. So those alert days will extend all the way through the weekend into the start of next week. By next week, we'll add on a little bit of a warm-up for us. It won't be too toasty outside, but at least we will be out of the single digits. As we look at our 6 to 10-day outlook, that moves us from Valentine's Day towards the end of the month. Very, very likely that we're going to continue to see these cold temperatures just sinking through the Midwest. At least we're all in the same boat together. Mostly sunny skies for Tuesday. Bitterly cold with high temperatures in the single digits. We'll stay in the upper single digits for the the middle of the week, and then dropping back down again by the weekend. And for the weekend, we could see some very, very cold overnight lows in the teens below 0. Wind chills even colder than that possible. It looks like this bitterly cold spell will end towards the start of next week with high temperatures getting back close to 20, which is still below average, but I will speak for all of us and say 20 is better than 8.
Yes, it is.
This is that weird time of year where 20 will feel like 75.
There'll be people on State Street in shorts on next Wednesday. I'm confident.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Oh, what a long week it's going to be. Dana, thank you. Former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama have announced their next collaboration with Netflix.
The Obama's production company, Higher Ground Productions, is working on 8 projects. They include a sci-fi feature, a young adult TV series, an animated preschool series, and a natural history docuseries. Netflix says the projects will be released over the next several years. Well, there's pretty much no reason to go outside this week.
No, not at all. So you might as well stay in and watch a movie or TV show. Will Loper has a look at what's out there this week.
Hey, Mark and Susan. Well, it was another rough weekend at the box office, maybe in part due to a big game I heard was played yesterday, the Puppy Bowl. Denzel's film The Little Things brought in just $2.1 million to make #1, and the crude sequel in its 11th week brought in $1.7 million to be #2. But at home, a multitude of new films became available to rent or buy on video on demand, including actor Viggo Mortensen's directorial debut. Yes, that Viggo Mortensen. The film is the drama Falling.
You asked me to come get you. You said you couldn't handle the farm anymore.
I would never say that.
You did, Dad.
Lance Henriksen plays Willis, a man beginning to suffer from dementia. Viggo plays his son, who comes to take care of him, and we see flashbacks of their relationship throughout the film.
Your mother warned me last night.
Dad, you know Mom's not here.
The character Willis is not a kind man, he's an outright bigot, which makes things even harder on Viggo's character, who is gay and has to endure his father's cruel behavior.
Now you're just another housewife.
You think you can do and say whatever you want?
You know where the door is, my friend.
The performances are fantastic, and there is an immensely powerful scene near the end of the film between father and son. But your enjoyment of this movie will depend on how much of the father's mean-spirited rants you can endure. The film is available to rent on VOD for $6.99.
Heaven doesn't want him, and hell keeps sending him back.
Also on video on demand is the film Little Fish.
So how long would you say you've been experiencing symptoms?
Like a month. I can remember some things, but other things are just gone, like details. I can't do details.
The movie was filmed in 2019 and feels strangely prescient, as the plot details a worldwide virus. However, this one causes people to lose their memory.
What time of year was it?
Summer. No. Winter.
The film follows one couple, Emma and Jude, as they contend with the possibility that Jude is beginning to lose his memory.
I find myself wondering how to build a future if you keep having to rebuild the past.
If you like your romantic dramas with a healthy dose of melancholy, you'll find plenty to enjoy in Little Fish. Little Fish is available to rent for $6.99. If you have little ones to entertain, on HBO Max, Studio Ghibli released its first 3D animated film, Earwig and the Witch.
My name is Bella Yaga. I'm a witch.
Great!
An orphan lives with a witch and discovers the world of magic and potion.
A love potion for the boy next door? Look, these are pretty useless to me.
Finally, if you'd like to stretch out the old brain muscle, check out the film A Glitch in the Matrix.
Simulation theory is the idea that this is all fake.
The Matrix was real.
I would start giving myself tests. I'm thinking of someone and I turn the corner and there they are.
You may question reality by the time you're done watching, but it's well worth checking out. A Glitch in the Matrix is available to rent for $6.99. Bonus points if you say whoa like Keanu Reeves while watching the movie. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Okie dokie. I don't need a glitch in the Matrix myself. Well, plenty to watch out there, that's for sure. We'll be right back.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Being a good father is important to me. So being diagnosed with advanced non-small cell lung cancer made me think of all the things that I wanted to teach my kids. My doctor said I could start on Keytruda, so I did. With each scan, things just got better.
In a clinical study, Keytruda offered patients a longer life than chemotherapy, and it could be your first treatment. For non-small cell lung cancer that has spread, Keytruda can be used for adults who test positive for PD-L1 and whose tumors do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda is not chemotherapy. It's the immunotherapy used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other. Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have new or worse cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, nausea or vomiting, rapid heartbeat, increased hunger or thirst, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in urine or eyesight, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, confusion or memory problems, fever, rash, itching or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have lung, breathing, or liver problems.
Before I'd think of the stuff I might miss. But now with Keytruda, we have hope.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Whoops. Mute. As I was saying, come celebrate Bob's 30th anniversary at the first virtual Bob Fest. This President's Day weekend, we're celebrating big time online with virtual balloon animal tutorials, printable activities, and the first ever couch concerts. And of course, get Bob's discount on living rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more.
Can you make me a line, please?
Ta-da!
It's a chair.
Join the fun at Bob Fest 2021, in store and virtually at mybobs.com.
Coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 5, Governor Evers wants to legalize marijuana. What does that mean for the people who enforce it? That story ahead at 5.
Wind chill advisories are in effect overnight into Tuesday morning for low temperatures in the teens below zero and wind chills as cold as 25 below zero. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, White Cane County public health officials are relaxing COVID-related gathering limits. We'll have the latest numbers tonight. Join us for News 3 Now at 6. The old weather satellite spin, and we ended up in Seattle. Looks like a relatively nice day there compared to the frigid weather here. Pediatricians say they are seeing the impacts of climate change in children in many ways, from asthma to allergies to premature births.
Nancy Chen shows us how doctors around the country are driving a call to action.
As wildfires burned near San Francisco last summer, pediatrician Lisa Patel says she saw firsthand how climate change can affect health.
Around late September, I remember shift after shift, I had several deliveries that I would go to on each shift of moms that were coming in labor about a month to 2 months early.
Previous studies show air pollution and excess heat can cause premature labor. The American Academy of Pediatrics calls climate change one of the top health threats to children around the world.
What are the effects of climate change on children?
Everything you can imagine. And I think that's why all of us are so involved in this. Now we understand that climate change affects every part of our bodies and our health.
That includes pollution-triggered asthma, severe allergies with longer allergy seasons, and heat illnesses with rising temperatures. In an effort to protect families, U.S. pediatricians across the country are now banding together and lobbying lawmakers for change. Climate change advocates with the American Academy of Pediatrics are pushing for new laws on renewable energy, passing climate resolutions, and educating other physicians. Montana pediatrician Lori Byron founded the program after extreme weather displaced families on the American Indian Reservation where she worked.
Whether it's having to move out of your home or losing your economic security, or sometimes for farmers and ranchers losing their farm or their livestock. And all of those things affect us as a society and affect our children.
Byron says we need to fight for change so our children can have a better tomorrow. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
In a historic UK ruling last year, air pollution was blamed in the death of a London 9-year-old.
Well, who really won the Super Bowl last night? We're talking about the commercials.
Local ad expert, our friend Andy Wollman, tells us who he thought hit the advertising bullseye and who missed the mark. That's coming up when Live at 4 continues.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's time for the Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store. To celebrate, we're offering $1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on Ford F-150. With deals on America's workhorse, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before February 15th. For a limited time, get $1,000 President's Day cash on a 2020 Ford F-150 for $7,250 in total value. Celebrate during the Great American Sales Event going on now.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your Ford?
Sure, but the Ford fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Ford fees are subject to the governing bodies of the Ford.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Introducing a revolution in the world of pain relief. New Advil Dual Action. Advil targets pain at the source. Acetaminophen blocks pain signals. New Advil Dual Action with acetaminophen.
To support a strong immune system, your body needs routine. Centrum helps your immune defenses every day with vitamin C, D, and zinc. Season after season. Ace your immune support with Centrum.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick 'n Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Right now, things look pretty okay on the roads. East to westbound on the Beltline, no delays. And as we look downtown, the usual stop-and-go spots, but things are pretty good for Dane County. Still a general reminder that it is very cold outside and there could still be some very slick, icy spots. So just be careful while you're out and about on the roads. Downtown Janesville looks pretty good. To get from Janesville to the Beltline, 26 minutes, 16 minutes from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown, about 9 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. There's a reason there are frozen pants in the front yards in Northeast Minneapolis. A Facebook group there is encouraging people to put out frozen pants, and people are asked to donate $1 to charity for every pants you see. You should raise a lot of money because temperatures in the Twin Cities are predicted to be sub-zero highs through next week. Kind of a strange sight. Another Super Bowl's in the books, and with it came another group of ads people are still talking about today.
Earlier today, we spoke with advertising expert Andy Wallman, president of KW2 Advertising and Marketing. Here's Andy's list of the hits and misses of last night's Super Bowl commercials.
It is intense right here.
That's a lot of lemons.
Well, you know what they say when life gives you lemons.
We know the saying, Mark.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade.
What was the average cost of a Super Bowl commercial this year? $5.5 million. So which companies do you think made the best investment?
Well, it's funny. You know, you saw a lot of the traditional folks leave. They didn't participate in the Super Bowl. And you saw some folks that I thought really took the opportunity in the spotlight and did a good thing. GM really, I thought, was out of a lot of funny ads. There were a lot of funny ones. I thought GM did a great job of making a classic Super Bowl ad. You've got Will Ferrell, a big celebrity. You just let him run and do his shtick. He's punching a globe, and he's going across the globe, and he winds up in the wrong country to pick a fight with Norway. But it was a business announcement to say that GM was going to come out with a bunch of electric vehicles. So I thought they did the best job of trying to sell something, trying to do something new with their business, yet be really, really funny and memorable along the way. Memorability, controversy, emotion. These are the things we remember, and these are the things that brands hope that stick with us and help us ultimately buy what they're selling.
You have a segment called Best Controversy. What's that?
Well, you know, controversy is another tactic that advertisers will use to not only communicate within an ad, but you get all that extra public relations and buzz and people complaining about the ad or defending the ad.
There's a chapel in Kansas, standing on the exact center of the lower 48.
And Jeep was the only one out of all of them. There were over 50 ads this year, and Jeep was the only one that kind of said, here's where we're at as a country. Instead of trying to really sell something, they're trying to say something. After the 2016 election and then 2017 Super Bowl, you saw a lot more brands who were trying to say something. They got Bruce Springsteen, famous for never, ever doing an ad. His first ad, and it took him years to get Bruce Springsteen. They've had... in the past, Clint Eastwood and Bob Dylan. Now they got Bruce Springsteen. And he talked about the middle of America and how we can all kind of come together. But it put Bruce in a tough spot. A lot of fans on Twitter thought he said too much. A lot thought he didn't say enough. I don't know if there was any way that Bruce could win, but Jeep's going to get talked about a whole lot by trying to be controversial.
We just have to remember the very soil we stand on is common ground. So we can get there. We can make it to the mountaintop, through the desert, and we will cross this divide.
Well, and if you can't make them laugh, you might as well make them cry, right? Let's talk a little bit about what was my favorite ad. Very moving of the whole game was the ad for Toyota, and telling the story of Paralympian Tara Long.
Mrs. Long?
Yes?
We've found a baby girl for your adoption, but there's some things you need to know.
Just outstanding. They did the best job by a mile of pulling at the heartstrings. You know, a lot of people went for comedy. That happens a lot. But another thing brands love to do is get you with emotion. And they made it look like a movie. The swimmer who sort of swims across the ocean to America to see in the past her adoptive parents deciding to adopt her and take their chances despite her physical situation. She becomes an Olympic swimmer. It's just moving. My wife has a great thing when she says if we talk about a movie the next day, the movie was worth watching, whether it's funny or a drama or something. And that one we talked about, and the images still stick in our heads. That was really powerful and moving stuff.
So what didn't work?
You know, there's always misses with some comedy stuff because it's subjective. But one that really stuck out to me that was just kind of curious, it was a really well-made ad for Anheuser-Busch. It was their first time they did sort of a big brand ad where they showed a lot of different brands and stuff. They got a great director, David Fincher. He's made some just really fantastic movies. And they showed all these scenes of people kind of dealing with the realities of what we've been going through the last year with COVID and stuff, layoffs and tough family and life and professional situations, and just saying, hey, buddy, let's get a beer. Let's just have a beer. And it looked great. But with so many people who aren't able to have those situations, they aren't able to be with other people, they aren't able to go out, it's totally unrealistic to say, hey, pal, let's go get a beer. Where are you going to go? In a bar full of people? Well, some might not. And I thought it was really curious with that ad because of that premise. And then I thought about it and I looked at a lot of the other ads. Nobody's wearing a mask. They didn't have to show masks. They could have shown masks. I thought it was just kind of curious with all the stuff going on right now that they showed this really, really social ad and not a mask was anywhere to be seen.
There was one ad that was shot locally too, right?
Yeah, they grabbed a couple pieces and parts in the area. It was an ad for the NFL, and you know, for a Packer fan to see Vince Lombardi was better than nothing, I guess. So they showed some Vince Lombardi stuff in the form of an actor. Believe it or not, he was from Kansas City, and then they did a bunch of computer-generated stuff with the kind of an animated Vince.
We did not get here alone.
But they shot some of those scenes in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, downtown, and some in Milwaukee. There's a local production connection that the NFL tapped into. So, you know, a little bit of Wisconsin was represented at the Super Bowl after all.
Wasn't the Packers, though. No. We'll get them next year. We'll get them next year, right,
yes,
Andy?
Yes, we will.
All right. Good to see you again. Thanks for all the insight.
Likewise. Thank you, too.
Thanks, Andy. Great to see you.
Thanks for voting All Comfort Services Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2020. And thanks to our entire All Comfort team who's eager to help our customers and provide them with a consistently remarkable experience. All Comfort Services, we're here to make all of your home more comfortable.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx.
4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Havish, Havish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Winter in Wisconsin means snow, blustering winds, and sub-zero temperatures. Will your insulation keep your home warm? Frank Construction can always help. We're your roofing and insulation pros. We'll find cracks at air pathways in your insulation that are letting in the icy cold and hindering your comfort. With our thermal imaging and cutting-edge insulation techniques, you'll be sure that your home will be warm and energy efficient for many years to come. Visit frankconstruction.com today and prepare your home for the long winter.
All Comfort Services is the area's most trusted heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical company. Don't forget to nominate All Comfort Services Madison Magazine's Best 2021 Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical Company at allcomfortservices.com today.
Tonight at 5, how UW Health is letting patients know about the progress with vaccine distribution. And Dane County health officials have released a new order that eases up on indoor and outdoor gatherings. We'll share those details tonight on News 3 Now at 5.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warm Weather app today.
It is cold outside, and we do still have a few flurries hanging around. Right now, Madison 4 with wind chills about 5 below 0. Light breeze coming in from the north. Now we have wind chill advisories in effect for tonight into early Tuesday morning. Those wind chill advisories due to the fact that it will likely feel like 15 to 25 below early tomorrow. So please, if you do have to head out at all, make sure you are all sorts of bundled up. We still have alert days in the forecast through the weekend and into Monday, as these temperatures not expected to improve until the following week.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Dana. Tomorrow here on Live Before, we'll find out how the pandemic is impacting our friendships. And UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff has all the latest COVID news and vaccination timelines. That's on the next Live at 4.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Martin, I'm at work.
Oh, perfect. I have a question. Is it true that Single Care can beat the price of your prescription right at the register?
Yes, Martin.
My friend Al is not so convinced.
Just have him check the Single Care price. It only takes 10 seconds on the app.
Good point. Stand by.
Sorry about that. Looks like it's cheaper with Single Care. Oh, that's a great price. Yes, Martin?
Al saved on his copay in 10 seconds.
That is so great. I gotta go.
I think she hung up on me. Check the Single Care price today.
Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Normally, this is the time of year my team would get to meet a lot of you at all the area home shows. But since we can't do that this year, we'd like to take our exhibit on the road and safely and responsibly show you why now is the perfect time to replace your gutters with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. They're guaranteed to never clog, so you can keep that ladder in the garage where it belongs. If you ever have an issue, my team will come out and take care of it for free.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love it. And right now, get our home show special. Get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter purchase. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
In today's Final Touch, we have a candidate for Father of the Year.
This father of two lives in Latvia, and he has some mad DIY skills. Avis Berzin built a huge sledding track in the backyard of his home. One ride lasts almost a minute, with the bobsleigh going up to 19 miles an hour along the 560-foot-long track. Berzin, who works as a